Hello, and welcome to Charles Calls, a weekly podcast where we look at the phone calls of my grandfather Charles and some other characters in our family. I want to remind you that all these calls are unedited. The only thing we take out is a little bit of the hold time and also phone rings in the beginning of the calls. My name is Josh. I hope you enjoy. Well, good afternoon, or morning, or evening, or whatever time you're listening. This is Josh again. I'm at my grandfather Charles's house and waiting for him to come upstairs to do the podcast, but I thought I'd say a quick thanks. We got some emails, and Anchor does this voicemail app, which is pretty cool if you haven't heard of it, but you can actually leave us voicemails, which we can listen to and share. So anyway, just wanted to say real quick that we got some of those and we appreciate it. Also, if you want to send us an email, you can always get a hold of us at charlescrankcalls@gmail.com. But it sounds like he's coming up the stairs, so hold on just a sec.
I gotta help Josh with his podcast. Just keep him in there for a minute.
You coming up?
Did you already start?
No, I'm waiting for you. We just getting things warmed up.
Oh.
But yeah, have a seat.
Oh.
Doing all right?
Bones, you know. So what do we do? What's on the agenda, as they say?
Well, I wanted to share with the audience just a little bit about your dogs, since I know
Okay.
They're a big part of your life, and Gloria's especially. So
I was
figured
going to say more
since
hers.
the call we're going to share today is about your dogs, that we would talk a little bit about that before then. What do you think?
Well, I mean,
I hear them.
but the main thing. Oh,
Yep.
here, I told her to keep an eye out. Hold on, let me grab him.
That's fine.
That's Kobo.
Well, there's like a baby
Hold on.
gate or something down there, right?
Oh, he's coming up.
You want to grab him?
Gloria, I told you to watch the dog. What? I know, but just grab him. He's right here. Oh, anyway, you see what I deal with, son. I mean,
A little bit, yeah.
she thinks, she rescues these things, but then old Charles has to take care of them. So it's like, oh, look at me. I brought home a burden,
I hear her down there. She sounds like she's got her hands
she'll
full,
be
but,
fine.
well, why don't you tell the audience what it is you do like? I mean, I know you as an animal lover, but what's your favorite animal? What do you prefer?
Oh, that's easy. I like birds. Bird is a smart creature. If you get a big one, I have a macaw, and he's got like the intelligence of a 3-year-old. But some of them you got to be careful, because they're not that bright. But mine, I know exactly what he's thinking. He sits on my shoulder. I look at him and I go, I know you want to bite my ear. And he looks at me and he's like, well, you got me, and that's it. And we have a mutual understanding. Well, you don't bite my ear, I buy you food, and we go about our day. But I birds, 100% birds, only birds.
All right. So in this call today,
Yes.
I wanted to share with everyone. This is a call where you decided to go out of town and wanted to have someone watch after your pets. Is that right?
Yes. I wanted to go. So here we go.
No. I was
thought
going to
that was
introduce
it.
the call more, but okay, great. Yeah, sure. Whatever. So
Are we done or
further
what?
ado, here is the call for this week. And go ahead. Well, you jumped the gun a little bit. Here you go.
Here we go.
Thanks for calling National Boy Scout Resort here in San Diego. This is Dylan. How can I help you?
Yes, is this who is this, son? I didn't hear your name.
Dylan?
Dylan. My name is Charles, and I need to go on a trip next week to the Philippines to find a woman, and I need some place to bring my birds. Is this a place that handles birds?
We actually do not deal with birds. It's just cats and dogs here.
Well, I guess, what do you think if I left? This is a hypothetical, son. I don't expect you to get it 100%, but if I left my house and I brought my dogs to you, and I didn't have to worry about the dogs eating the birds, and then I fed the birds like, I don't know, like 100 pounds of seed, and I just left it on the floor, do you think the birds would be fine for a week, and then the dogs would have a place to hang out with other dogs? Is that something that might work, Phyllis?
Yeah, that could work.
What do you charge for the dogs? Because I have 3. I have a pit bull mix, and I don't know what the other side is, but good Lord, son, if that's a purebred, we got hosed. And his name is Carl. And then...
Just give me 1 second. Actually, let me have you talk to my supervisor. He can probably work out a good deal for you, seeing that you have 3 dogs.
Yes, not 33. Not 33.
Right. Okay, I'm going to put you on a brief.
3.
I'll be right back with you.
Yeah, 3 dogs, not 33. That'd be maddening.
Okay, I'll be right with you.
Okay, yes.
The guidance of a neutral professional handler. This creates a sense of comfort. It's a privilege to serve you and an honor to be part of your pet's lives.
Oh, my
Calling
God.
for the first time, please feel free to ask questions and let us know how we can help.
Hi, Dr. Boyd. My Rottweiler.
Right.
Hello. I was talking to Dr. Boyd. Is he gone?
You was actually talking to Dylan.
No, there was a man on the phone 3 seconds ago. He said, "Hi, this is Dr. Boyd. Are you bringing your pet here?" Oh, that's believable with technology these days. I thought I was talking to the doctor,
Yeah, no, it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, well,
how can I help you today?
he sounds professional, son. I called the Mattress King, and I could tell you he's more of a jester, He wasn't a Mattress King at all. Well, that's another call. I'm calling specifically for my dogs, not my memory foam, That's not memory nor foam. It's more of like a hair.
Got it.
No, I have...
So you have your dogs?
I have 3 dogs. One's name is Corey. The other one's name is Bobo. And the last one that I was telling him about was a pit bull mix, but they claim it's a purebred, and I don't care. I don't care about his name. I don't care about his demeanor, but I have to feed him, because it's what happens. I call him, everyone's like, "Oh, you're such a sweetheart. You rescued a puppy," and I go, "I didn't rescue shit. She brought him home, and then all of a sudden Charles has to take care of him." And I'm like, I'm stuck with this bill, So, but now I need to go away for a week. I have birds. I already communicated with Princess or Priscilla, whatever her name was, that I don't want to bring the birds in. And I have to go away for a week, so I need someone to watch the dogs.
We could definitely watch the dogs for you. When were you looking into dropping them off, or when are you leaving?
I'm leaving in 7 days. And I'll be gone for 10 days, which means 18 days from now, those dogs are going to feel like they're coming home for the first time. I want you guys to treat them like it's a prison. You come in, you keep them away, and you say, "You don't know what you have. You had donuts last night. What are you eating now? Is that horse? Is that ash? I don't know." They feed them like cat food or something and just tease them. They just smirk at them, and look at them and say, "You don't belong here," And then when they get home, they say, "Oh, sweet Jesus, we're back in our element."
More appreciative.
Yes, yes.
Sounds funny. Either way, kill them with kindness here, and then just because of that.
Well, don't kill them, If you kill them, I can't bring them home, and then Barbara's gonna go, "What'd you do to my dogs?" And I'm gonna say, "I've seen you for 60 years, and I want you out of my face. I'm tired of this."
But yeah, we could definitely accommodate the 3 dogs.
One of them's a black lab, and he has to be separated.
Okay, we could do that.
Oh, black labs matter, That's what I tell my wife, and she says, "Put him outside." And I say, "You're culturally irrelevant." And she doesn't know what that means. And I say, "You got to read the news, And I say, "There's a man, and he's going into the White House, and he's going to give those kids everything for free. And what's next? Popcorn and unicorns." That's what I say, because, you know, sweet tits on the board, you can't get nothing for free in this country.
So let's do this. Do you feel comfortable do you want to do fill out the paperwork for boarding online, or do you feel more comfortable coming in person and do so?
I don't even know what that means. I think I'll have to come inside the store and hand them to you, and then sign whatever form that says if they die, you aren't responsible, you know.
Pretty much,
yeah.
Yeah, it will probably be a whole lot easier just bringing them in, filling out the paperwork personally,
and
in person, and then building your account there.
You don't manage birds, is that right?
We do not manage birds, correct.
No one wants to manage birds.
There are some bird facilities or exotic facilities that are around San Diego, so if you want to just do some research, you'd definitely be able to find some.
Oh, no, son. I'm just going to lock them in a room and put a bunch of feed on the floor and just call it a day, you know. If I leave and there's 5 and I come back and there's 3, that's just a bonus, you know.
Okay.
Well, they're birds, you know. They got the mindset of like a 1-year-old, and not even a good one, you know. Like one of those ones that got dinged on the head and has that fetal alcohol something or other. That's a joke, son.
Those guys were very polite and put up with Charles for quite some time, along with all of his ramblings. If you enjoy the show, we do ask that you would share, subscribe, review, do all the fun things that help us out. Share it with your friends if you think they like crank calls. Join us next week when we have a new character, Charlie, and a call that involves Alex Trebek, a fight, and Applebee's. Thank you again for listening. Have a great day.